I'm Christina, I'm 27.
I'm Katherine, and I'm 26 years old.
I'm Lisa, I'm 24.
Hi, I'm Amy, and I'm 23.
I'm Lauren, and I am 19 years old.
Hello. My name is Danny. Actually, my full name is Danielle, but people call me Danny, and I am 17. When I was a kid, I was obsessed with being on time places, to the point where I went around the house and set all the clocks ahead 5 minutes and my mom's watch. And I would sit in the car and wait for her, and she would get in the car late, and I would have a meltdown as a 6-year-old.
I am completely incapable of hiding how I'm feeling.
When I was 8, I played flag football, and I was the only girl on the team.
I was the slowest person in my entire age group on my swim team when I was 13. I was so slow, so I quit.
I won my first triathlon when I was 8 years old.
I got 3rd place in a triathlon once, but I would have gotten 1st if I didn't break down in the middle and start crying because people kept passing me.
I call myself a reverse pescatarian because a pescatarian is someone who doesn't eat meat but eats fish, and I'm a person who eats everything except fish because I love fish more than anything, and it makes me too sad, so I can't eat them. I'm a reverse pescatarian.
I'm a huge morning person, and my brain literally shuts off at 7 p.m. and I turn into a zombie. Lauren said I'm like a reverse werewolf. I don't really know what that means though.
I have almost died 3 times in my life. I got really sick when I was a baby, and then again when I was 10, and then again when I was 17.
My biggest life struggle is that I'm always running late.
I literally plan every minute of every day. It's all written out, this hour I'm doing this, and that is how I like to live.
I have 2 leopard geckos and 2 fish. I used to have a bunny, and I really want a snake. I just love animals.
My brain works in exceptions, so if you tell me something is all good or all bad, then I automatically start scanning, without even trying, and immediately think of the one exception. I'm always pointing out, not in this case. Oh, that one. I can't help it. My nickname since I was really young has been Crisis Tina, because I was always having a crisis and melting down. Passionate. #passionate.
I love to follow rules. I am a strict rule follower.
I spent most of my life analyzing other people's conversations, trying to figure out how people interact.
I love baking, and I'm well known for my chocolate chip cookie recipe.
I dabble in graphic design, so all of our skins, the YouTube headers and pictures and all those things, all of our announcement pictures, a ton of our graphic designs, our CD booklets, I do those.
I am the only one of my sisters who has never set foot in a college. They've all done a little college, I've done 0.
I've been in and out of the boxing gym training since I was 16.
I actually used to be terrified of dancing. I would be somewhere where people are dancing, I would not dance. And then randomly as a teenager, I turned into the first person on the dance floor.
I used to catch lizards as pets.
I'm extremely social, and I hang out with my friends all the time, but I hate being in crowds.
I know how to sew and make clothes, so I've made my Halloween costumes, I've made my prom dresses, I'm just always making something.
I use a ton of big words, and I love writing, but I can't spell anything. I'm a horrible speller.
I set a goal to shave my head when I was 13 years old. I knew I wanted to grow my hair really long and then shave it off at one point, and I actually did it when I was 23, 10 years later. Unlike most people, I'm actually really looking forward to being in my 40s and 50s because I believe that I will peak and be at my prime at that time.
I'm saving my first kiss for my wedding day.
I started writing really emotional, dramatic songs when I was 6 years old.
Outside of a group talking, I have conversations with less than 3 people per week.
I cry in public all of the time.
My biggest fear is being annoying and ignored at the same time.
I can make a plan for how to do just about anything. If you tell me you want to get to this place, I can make you an amazing plan of how to get there. I went to college when I was 14.
Over the course of my life, I've seriously considered at least 8 different career paths, completely different, from an astrophysicist to a fashion designer.
I'm really proud of my music taste and I make really good playlists.
I hate rap music.
I talk to my friends on the phone literally every day. I'll call at least 2 or 3 people.
I have learned but not mastered 5 different instruments. I might be forgetting some, but
I rarely trip or stumble, but I wipe out really bad. Like one time I fell backwards over a sign at the movie theaters. It's always really, really dramatic and really bad.
I love researching random things, and I actually read the Harvard Medical Encyclopedia when I was 14 because I loved learning about diseases.
I am terrified of conflict.
I have dyed my own hair and other people's hair since I was 13.
I hate comedies. I never watch them unless I'm with a group of people and it's like, oh, we're watching something that's on. I'll be like, okay. But I do not watch comedies. I don't think they're funny.
I'm completely incapable of pushing my feelings down and just ignoring them. If I'm mad, I have to start yelling basically, but then I get it all out and then I don't really hold grudges, so.
I'm teaching myself Russian.
I am 4 feet 10.5 inches tall.
My favorite things of all time are long walks and dinner parties.
The number one thing people say to me is, you're way too hard on yourself. My favorite thing about myself is that I can pretty much figure out how to do anything with your hands. Like I can make anything, learn any sort of like instrument or like just any kind of like skill, what's the word? Motor skill, I can figure it out.
When I was little, I wanted to be a professional skateboarder like Tony Hawk.
My number one enemy in life is mayonnaise.
Writing is my biggest passion and I'm working on writing my first book.
I'm mostly ambidextrous. Basically the only thing I'm not ambidextrous with is writing, but literally everything I can do with both hands, so.
I can hold a note for 45 seconds.
As a kid, every day I would put my hair in a ponytail and I would cry if I couldn't get it into a perfect ponytail with no bumps in it.